This morning we continue with the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verses 12 to 30. And it starts with two verses which are often taken out of their context and used individually. So some people will emphasize to you, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. So you could lose your salvation unless you work hard and produce good works for the Lord. And other people will take verse 13. For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. And they'll just take that. For God works in you and he will fulfill his good purpose. So it's nothing to do with you. Of course, here is a balance. God works in us and causes an outward working. We work out our salvation with fear and trembling because God puts it in us to desire him and to desire to live for him. It's God who's at work with us. If we were left to our own devices, we wouldn't work out our salvation with fear and trembling, because the heart of man is above all things desperately wicked and would never seek God. But God is at work in us, so we seek him and we seek to live for him. And if God is at work in us, he will fulfill his good purpose. He'll bring us to the end. He'll hold on to us. He'll lead us through to the end of our life so that we will not be lost, but kept by him. Do everything without grumbling or arguing. Let's live as people of the light who love each other. You don't grumble about what you're asked to do for a brother or sister if you really love them. And Paul then goes into some personal things. He talks about how Timothy worked with him as a father works with his son. Timothy worked as a son to Paul, and Paul apprenticed him in the gospel. I still think that that's a good method for gospel ministers to be trained, apprenticed to an experienced minister. And we need to apprentice some of our young people as they're growing in the Lord, apprentice them in the gospel that they can learn how to be effective gospel ministers. Well, the Lord bless you today as you give consideration to his word. Amen.